Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jimmy, and in today's video, I'm going to share with you 5 hidden features that you did not know you were able to do on your Samsung Galaxy device because these were 100% hidden from you. Now, if there's 1 or 2 of these that you don't see currently, more than likely you just have to have one of the latest updates, possibly Samsung One UI 8, but the majority of these you should be able to find. Now, this first one I'll share with you is called Connectivity Labs. You want to press and hold on your Wi-Fi settings, go inside of the details, and this way you can go to the main full screen. Now, on the top right-hand side, you go those 3 little dots, then you go to Intelligent Wi-Fi. And then here you go to Intelligent Wi-Fi on the bottom, and you just tap on this like 6 or 7 different times, and then it'll unlock Connectivity Labs. Now, I like this because it gives you a lot of insight, and there's also some tools. So this is letting you know how long your Wi-Fi is turned on and how long you're actually connected to it. Also, which type of bands, if it's 5G or 2.4. You'd also be able to take a look at some of these saved networks, and you can even do a home Wi-Fi inspection. So if you want to walk around your home, it's going to let you know if you're in, good connectivity or bad, so that you can find those bad areas of the home. Now, this is where you can take a look at your weekly report. This is your time connected to Wi-Fi and also how long Wi-Fi is turned on, meaning that if your Wi-Fi is turned on way longer than when you were actually connected, that means that you were just wasting some of your battery life because it is always showing you and always searching and keeping you updated with the Wi-Fis that are around you, or it's trying to connect to it. So your goal is to have this mostly a blue line. If you see a lot of white, that means that you have Wi-Fi turned on, but you're not connected and you're wasting battery. This one, I'm like within 15 minutes. This one's also pretty good, actually exactly to the minute. This one right there, it looks as if my Wi-Fi was on for a whole hour longer than when I was actually connected. So that means that there's a full hour that it was searching and giving me updates on Wi-Fi's around me when I wasn't even using it. And then for the usage, you can tap right over here and see how much you are using. So I have, pretty much 3.3 gig on that day. I was using 3.2 gigs on that day. Looks as if Tuesday I used a lot, so this was 6 gigs that was used right there, and I believe it's because I downloaded a video, one of my videos from YouTube, so that's why it kind of went up a little bit, and that's why you had the spike. This one was 3 gigs, so you can see that normally I'm using about 3 gigs of Wi-Fi usage every single day. Then what you can do is you can scroll down, you can take a look at what you're connecting to, if it's 2.4 or the 5, and right here I am using the 5. And again, since we're on time, you can see I've been connected for 117 hours. I mean, I'm at home, mostly stay-at-home dad and just a YouTuber at home. And then you can also take a look at the usage. So switching between the time and the usage, you can see, how much you're really using and which bands. Then you can take a look at some of the saved networks. And then down over here, you can look at a few of these ones. I kind of just left them, but this one right here is helpful. If you go to the home Wi-Fi inspection, you'll tap this, and then you just start walking around your house. It's going to take a look at where it is good or bad connectivity when it comes down to Wi-Fi. So that means that if you're walking towards the end of the home, furthest away from wherever that router is, obviously your connection should be going down. Now there's a lot that's going inside of here, and depending on where you live and the carrier that you have, or which country you are in, or if you're One UI 7 or One UI 8, this list right here will look a little different. So really, all I kind of wanted to show here was the home inspection. All the rest of this, I'm just gonna leave. I really don't need to switch to mobile data faster or anything like that. Intelligent Wi-Fi handover is already there. So I'm not going to mess with these because these are good. But on the bottom, I would play with that home Wi-Fi inspection. Just walk around your house and then let it know whenever you were done walking around. So that right there was Connectivity Labs. The second one I'll share with you is My Files. Now, My Files has labs. Now, how you're able to find this is on the very top right-hand side. You go inside of your settings. Then you're going to go down and you go to About My Files, and this is where you tap on that version number. And I think it was with My Files. I don't think I was tapping the version number. I believe I was tapping like My Files. I can't remember. Yeah, there it was. You can see right there. So by tapping the word My Files right there, at least somewhere, then you should be able to see that you unlocked the My Files labs. Now, inside of here, this one right here is definitely one to play with, which is permanently delete. Now what happens is, let's say that I turn this off and we go right back to what it was from before. When you go inside of My Files, let's go inside of the internal storage, let's go inside of my camera, let's go to camera, and let's just scroll down and let's just find like a random photo. So let's say that I press and hold, and then I want to hit on delete. It'll move it to the trash. So My Files does have a trash option, but inside of the labs, what you're able to do is you can have a permanently delete right there. So this way you wouldn't have to send stuff to the trash and then go to the trash to then delete it. So again, this is where you go to the very top right hand side, you go inside of your settings, here's My Files Lab, permanently delete option. Now, anytime that you make a change in, let's say, developer options, or anytime you make a change inside of any type of labs, you do have to shut that application, so just close out of it. When you open right back up, internal storage, camera, and again, if we go back to one of these images, press and hold, hit on delete, there is permanently delete. And you just hit on delete, and that's it. So when it comes down to the My Files, that's just giving you a shortcut to delete something. So if you are in fact trying to get something deleted, you have the option to just permanently do it, so then it's done right then in 1 or 2 taps, rather than going inside the trash and getting rid of it. Now, the next one I want to share with you is inside of Gallery. Now, there is actually 2 of them inside of Gallery I want to share, and one of them is moving your search down here. So rather than it being an icon on the top right-hand side, which Samsung One UI is meant to be used with one hand and making everything easy, just put the search on the bottom. It doesn't need to be in the very top where you have to reach for it, and it gives you a full entire tab. So in this way, you can take a look at everything. So it's an easier way for you to look at all of your videos. It could also be an easier way for you to take a look at any of the GIFs that you have created or that you have. If you want to take a look at all of your pro videos, all of your motion photos. So when you go through, you can actually bring the search down. And then the other thing that I want to share with you, which I'll just show them both now, and then I'll turn them off and show you what it used to look like. Go inside of your menu and you have your private album. And then inside a private album, you know, this is used with either your face or fingerprint or pin or whatever. And this is where you can put in some images if you would like to have them into a private folder. So you wouldn't have to, you know, put them into like a secure folder of your device. So how you're able to unlock both of those is you go right inside of your menu, then you go into settings. Once inside of settings, you're going to scroll down and you'll take a look at About Gallery. And this is where you tap on that version number like 7 times. I don't believe it's the word gallery. I'm pretty sure it's the number right there, the version number. Now that it has been unlocked, it's right there in the very bottom, and you have Gallery Labs. Now I've shown this off several times before, which is why it's not towards the beginning of this video. It's because I've already covered it. But this is everything that's been launched with and after Samsung One UI 7. Here's everything that came with and after Samsung One UI 6 and One UI 5. So we've been doing this for a while. There's a lot of stuff that you can just go through and turn on. You can even have album entry locks. So if there's an album that you would like to have a lock or a code for, you can do that right there. You can also make sure that you enable the Go to Studio icon that will show inside of your gallery. But let's take a look up over here of what is new. You have private album, which is what we just got done showing off. Then you also have the add search. So let's just say that I turn this off. Now, private album, I'm not going to turn off just because I have a couple images in there. I think you kind of get the point that once you turn it on, it is there. Now, what'll happen is that if I did turn it off and I go to this menu, this right there would just be gone. So this would just be a smaller little box because private album wouldn't even be an option that is there. Now, take a look at where the search is. Search is not there on the bottom anymore. It is not as a tab. It is a search on the top. Now, it's still going to show you the exact same things, but I feel that it deserves its own tab that is right there on the bottom. And again, if you turned off the private album, it wouldn't be there. Now that it's on, it's just going to be there. Now, in order for you to move anything over to your private folder, let's say we just want to move over this picture, you press and hold on it, you go to more, you just move it to the private album, and that is it. Now you can see that there's one less photo there. If we go inside of the private album, I'm just going to use my fingerprint there. If I go right back inside of it, you'll have this icon there, which is just restore it back to internal storage. And then now when I go back to my internal storage, it is added and it's just sitting right there. Now to finish this one out, I'm just going to go right back inside of the settings and I want to bring back my search tab. And again, let's say that I just stay right inside of the gallery. You can see it's not there yet. It's because you have to close it. And you have to do this with all of these changes you do. And then it's just going to show up right there because you made a change. And so it has to just kind of load it on in. Now, this last one I want to share with you is for your Smart View. Smart View is where you're able to mirror your screen, your phone screen, onto another, let's say, TV or smart display. Now, I was watching a game earlier and I was able to use my Smart View and you can just see it right here. So the game was right there. And then my mirrored was right there. And you just see that I was just inside of the camera. I was taking a picture so I can show you what it looks like. So when you are doing the multi-view, you'll have whatever you're viewing there but then yours will be on the right-hand side. Then depending on the aspect ratio of the application, or if your phone is landscape or portrait, then this would be either bigger or smaller. This is the smallest it'll be. If it was a little bit bigger, then it would be almost like half of the display. So what you can do here is Labs is already unlocked. You just have to go to it. So you press and hold on Smart View. Then on the top right-hand side, you go inside of your settings and you go right there to Labs. Now with Labs, the one that I kind of played with was right here, which is allow all apps to be cast. Now there was a game that I was playing that I wanted it to go onto the display and it didn't show up. Now with Labs, and I selected this option, that application, which was a game, is now on my display. The other thing you can also do is Chromecast support. So it'll allow Smart View to mirror your screen on Chromecast devices. Meaning if you don't have a smart display or a smart TV that allows for this to be done, but you do have a Chromecast, this is how you're able to get it connected. So this is a pretty cool way that you're able to play with a smart monitor or whatever, and you can display whatever you want. You know, you still watch your things, and then you can still mirror your display. Or if you want to show off, you know, a bunch of pictures to your family or friends, or for a presentation for some reason, and you need to have the full screen, make sure you select it for all applications, making sure it's all compatible. Turning your phone horizontally so it'll take up the full entire display, and then give your presentation, if it's pictures, videos, or even PowerPoints or whatever. But let me know if you guys have learned anything brand new in this video, or if there's anything that you already knew. Hopefully, if there is something that is brand new that you learned from this video, hopefully it has earned me a like and also subscribe. Other than that, if you guys did like this video, give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe on the very bottom left-hand side. And if you like this video, then more than likely you'll also like this video. And I'll see you guys later.